Today I'm finally fishing a section of a creek that I've tried to fish twice this year, and the weather has just been so crazy. It's been blown out and too high. I've never fished it before. It is a Monday morning around 8:30 in April. It is 61, 62 degrees right now already, which is really warm for this time of year for us. It's been 80 degrees the last couple of days. So I am actually getting out with my wet waders, and we're gonna see if we can catch some smallmouth, maybe some rock bass today, and anything else. But that's what we're going after today. So I guess it's time to see how cold the water is. Oh, you know, it is a little chilly, but it's not too bad. Again, this is an unknown section of creek to me, so I really don't know where to expect to find fish or not. It's almost knee depth right here, so I guess technically there could probably be some fish here, but like I said, I don't really expect to catch anything right in here. Oh, you know what? This is like hard rock right here. It's a really interesting section of stream. And it is moving quicker than I really expected it to be. I'm going to try to get out here and fish this. Ooh, it gets a little deeper, a little faster. It's funny, it looks like a lot of people fish in here, like right in this stretch, but I mean, it's really shallow. I'm going to cross Irver. I'm going to try not to wade through the rapids. We're going to cross the stream, see if I can climb up here. We'll definitely walk down this side too. Okay, I switched back to the way I rigged the Largemouth on the Ned rigs last year. It's a little funky, it's a little awkward looking, but this way worked best for me last year. And I'm also just going to go straight braid because I don't want to be retying leaders all day. And I'm definitely going to be getting some snags. So my thought was basically to fish downstream with the Largemouth, and then I might switch it up to a swim bait on the way back up. It's always the challenge when you're fishing a new stream, right? You have these spots that look fishy, so to speak. You feel like, oh, there was something following it there. What are those? Those just look like little suckers or something. Yeah, you always feel like, well, there should be fish around here. It looks really good, but you don't want to spend too much time fishing, especially the early part of the stream, when it's your first time, because you don't know how many great holes you might find a little bit further down. At least that's how I try to think of it. So it's always a balance between working fast enough to cover more of the stream and working too fast and really missing a lot of fish. A lot of moss, a lot of algae. Oh, there we go. First fish. There's a little smallie in the current. He's really digging on this. There we go. Not a big one, but first one of the day. That's good. There we go. Let's get over here where we can get a little bit better light on him. First little smallie of the day. I think I had my drag set a little low there at first. So basically that little guy was, well, this pool, oh, that one started to sail on me. Well, this pool hasn't been, you know, real deep and slow. It is a little bit slower and a little bit deeper than the section before, and it looks like the section after. And so he was actually at the back of the pool. You know, right where you'd expect a fish to be if they were actively feeding. So I'm really surprised I didn't pick up anything across all these rocks on the way down, but so the water is a little chilly, but it's not too bad really. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit better fish. Come on. That's definitely a little bit better fish. Just got him right in the corner of the mouth too. Didn't have him hooked by much. Here's a little bit better creek fish. Nice little guy. That felt nice. He hit it almost as soon as it hit the water. I don't know if I can make it through this way or not. I think this is my only choice. Have to go down this slope. Ugh. It's one of those days I'm thankful for wearing the spiked waders, that's for sure. Oh, man, we got caught in a briar bush. Almost fell over. So based on the creek bending over to the right, I think what I want to do here is in this next set of rapids, get back over to the far side. I don't know, that water is pretty swift over there. And there's a little pool here. It's almost, I mean, it's just a rapid, right? But you know, this is the kind of spot that when the water was up, there's no way I wanted to be going through here. Ooh. I have enough problems walking in just this. But I've definitely got to get over here and fish this little pocket. Even though the water is a little swift, just take my time and get over there. Like, there's got to be a couple smallies in there, right? Just waiting on stuff to... Man, it's like, it's swirling so much. Once it gets out of there, like even with one of my heavier Ned rigs, it can't stay down. I just need to let it sit there and float. Maybe if the smallies weren't hanging out up in the right where the water was really ripping, maybe they'll be right down here. It's this little current seam. It almost feels like if there's any trout in here, this is where they should be too. It seems deep right there because I can't see the bottom. This water isn't super clear, but again, sections like this are why I would not come out here when the water was flowing a little bit too fast. So I don't know how much of the stream crossing I got. That was a little treacherous, to be honest with you. But as I got to the end, I spooked like 3 or 4, looked like smallmouth, maybe rock bass. They weren't big, but they were really up shallow right outside the rapids. So like they were right in this pool. So, you know, I learned something there, but there, you know, there could be fish up in there. That's about where I came through, but they were actually just right down in here. So we're gonna keep working our way downstream. There we go. Ooh. We got something nice this time. I'm actually, I haven't seen it yet. What the hell? I really have no idea what that is. I'm thinking it could be a carp. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's a largemouth. Holy crap. Holy crap. This thing is a tank. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at that. Please tell me I'm running. Oh my gosh. That's my largest largemouth in a long time. Holy moly. Holy crap. Oh. Ooh. Oh, and the bait came out. Look at that. Oh man. That's that for a small creek. Holy moly, this thing is awesome. Holy moly. I mean, holy moly, look at this guy. That's just, it's the biggest bass I've ever caught out of this creek before. It's a little beat up, but I'm going to get him back in the water. Holy moly. Here you go, buddy. You ready to go? Huh? You ready to go? There you go. Wow. Oh my, was that fun. That was, you know, just a few casts in, I switched to the Black Aurora Helgramite, and, you know, I felt that little tap, and then I waited, and then I felt a little bit of slack, and I set the hook on it. Honestly, you know, because of the size, I originally thought it was like a carp or something, but I knew there were good fish in this creek. I thought they'd all be smallmouth, but that was a big largemouth for this creek, in my opinion. It's one of the bigger ones I've caught in a long time, so that felt great. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can get something else. Oh. Tell you what, I'm still a little wound up from that last one. Now, ever since I started fishing braid years ago, I've always put a leader on it. I mean, it's just, I started fishing braid when I was fishing for steelhead in New York. I just went ahead and did the same thing with bass. You know, and there's definitely the abrasion resistance part of it, but I always did it for, you know, you talked about visibility, right? But today I just, as I said earlier, I just didn't feel like retying leaders all the time. And I knew it was highly likely I was going to lose some lures today. And while I haven't had a banner day, I mean, honestly, that largemouth, if it was the only fish I caught, it'd be worth the trip. this point. I really don't know how far I've walked, and I don't have a great idea where we're at. I mean, I think I know the neighborhood I'm near. You know, this whole stretch looks like the water that I caught that largemouth in, so I'm sort of like, I want to really fish it hard. Oh, oh crap, just about. Holy moly, muddy bank. Just about went down there. Whew, about to the time where I want to turn around. I've been fishing a couple hours, so it hasn't been like non-stop action. The exploring has been, you know, almost as fun as catching the fish. Man, I'm about went in again. Tell you, this section is muddy bank, like the opposite of what I'd really expect to catch a smallmouth in. So there's really not a whole bunch telling me what I should be, where I should be throwing in here. So I'm going to go down, check what I think is an island. It could just be. Ooh. Oh. Bad. Oh. Okay, so right now the plan is, second part of the day we're going to fish with the Kitech Fat Swing Impact. This is like cinnamon smoke color or something like that. And like I said, we've been on the creek for probably 2.5 hours now. 2 hours 15 minutes. You know, it's getting to be late morning. So my thought with the swim bait is, especially since we've got I was going to do it anyway, but since this last stretch has been so much slower, calmer water, my thought with this was just basically to move it a little bit faster pace, cover some water, and see if we can't get some aggressively feeding fish. If I fish it coming downstream, it really gets hung up on the. Oop, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Fat little smallie. Nice. There we go. Right in the roof of the mouth. Oop, oop, there we go. That didn't take long. There you go, buddy. That didn't take long at all. Nice. I do think that is my first fish on the Kitech. I've used it a few times, mostly trout fishing. But I think I don't remember if I finished what I was saying, but it's going to drag the bottom a lot if I try to fish it downstream. So I'm going to have to fish it across or sort of upstream. Oop, that was another hit. Might be a little pocket of them there. I'm gonna have to be careful. I'm getting down towards the bottom on this. Just a pretty easy cast at this point. A little bit of extra weight. Oh, there we go. There's another one. There's another one. Oh, Mr. Smallie. He's a nice dark one. There we go. Not a big one, but oh, that was another one. You know, I didn't even say it. I was thinking it. Like, at least I haven't really missed one today. And then that happened. Apparently find some biting fish. And oh. and just leave them. Another little smallie. These guys aren't big, but they're fun. There we go. Go ahead. Oh, come on, get out of there. Okay. That's what I said. I didn't think I'd have a problem with it going that far, but oh, that was a little guy. Little guy, he just came and hit it. I'm not even sure he had the hook in his mouth. Oh, lost my tail. Maybe it was a fish. I don't think it came off here. I think that was a fish that bit it off. Gonna change. Oh, time to retie. That wasn't a fish. That was a snag. But I tell you what, even, oh, there are more minnows. Even without hitting the bottom, I'm just picking up so much algae. Oh. Now this is the spot where, it's real close to the spot where I caught the big bass, big largemouth. So I kind of expect there to be another fish in here, but maybe I just hooked it. Not the big one, but the other fish that's in here. It's shallow there. Ooh! Well, looky there. It must have been a carp or something. Maybe that's a couple of the things that I've felt. Is that as I've been reeling in, like it sort of feels like a hit, but like it's more like just a bump. And that's probably what it was. Which is sort of funny because when I hooked the largemouth, I thought he was a carp. Oh, another one bites the dust. Okay, I'm going to switch to a different swim bait, something a little bit smaller profile. Okay, this is just the Z-Man Slim Swims in the deal color. A little bit shorter, but a lot thinner. Oh. Biggest one of the day. Trying to get as close as I could to that pile of sticks. And guess what? I got too close. There we go. There we go. Is that Mr. Rock Bass finally? Nope, just a fat little smallie. Just a fat little smallie. Oop. And away he goes. There we go. I really. Actually might be the second best smallie of the day. That's a better one. That feels like a better one. Where is he? You know, not that big, but just really healthy. Really healthy. As you can tell, that's by the noise in the background. That is 3 out of this same little pool over there. So it must be a little bit of a deep hole over there. That's, you know, I can't be disappointed with starting with the Largemouth at all, because the 2 biggest fish I got were on the Largemouth, and I've gradually downsized on the swim bait to try to deal with some of the fish that were just biting the tail off. And I'd been catching smaller fish. And I feel like there's got to be another one in there, but oh, and there was, and he took me into some moss, and I lost him. That's okay. Keep moving upstream. It's lunchtime. I gotta go eat soon. I think we got another one. Here we go. I think that is number 10. I was sort of trying to get to it after that last little flurry. Wait, he's another dark one. He's a little guy, but that's okay. I was trying to get to that double-digit mark. It's only the 2nd time this year. You know, but it feels good. So that's going to wrap up this this trip. It was a lot of fun. I think I caught 10. I'm pretty sure that's how many I caught. All smallmouths except for that one nice largemouth. And I can't wait to get back and fish more of this creek. It's a lot of smaller fish, as I expected, but they're so much fun to catch in the current. But man, that one, for me, giant largemouth, that just made it. So hey, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Until then, hope you go out and have a great time fishing too. See ya.